Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to do these really easy beach waves. All you need is 2 hair elastics, something pointy to draw part lines with, and to know how to French braid. So let's get started. Okay, so because this is an overnight tutorial, my hair's kind of messy because I've had it looking like this all day. But it doesn't really matter because you're going to be sleeping in it anyway. So what you want to do is like right down the middle of your head. You're going to take a clip or a back tail comb and just draw a line all the way down the back of your head. I like to do it halfway first because my hair is normally quite knotty. You can brush your hair through before you do this if you want. And I just like keep going over it until I get it all the way to the bottom. It doesn't need to be perfect, but if you're going to do this like throughout the day, like if you're going to do it as a hairstyle during the day, you can and then take it out during the evening. You want to get that line as straight as you can. So I'm just going to tie this bit off, just to keep it out of the way while you're plaiting the other side of your hair. Now, all I'm going to be doing is a very simple French braid. If you want, you can do a Dutch braid. Oh, I'm so sorry. And then, yeah, you're just going to want some water. I use a heat protection shine spray mixed with water. There's no shine spray in it at all, so I'm just going to wet my hair down. And the wetter your hair is, the better, but if it's too wet, then it's going to not dry, and then your waves won't be very, they won't hold very well. And as soon as you take it out, it's not going to be dry in the morning, so then they'll fall out anyway, straight away. And then my hair looks really weird, this part's coming to the front, it's because it's my fringe and I've had it down all day, tied up, and yeah. I'm trying to get this fairly down because it does dry out quite quickly. I'm just going to brush it through to make it more manageable. This will also get out any knots because you don't really want beach waves when you've got knotty hair. And you need to make sure that you get even the very ends kind of damp as well. If you want deeper waves, you can do more plaits. You could part it here and then do 3 plaits, or you could even do 4. I have done, I think it was something like 8 before. If you want, I can do a tutorial on that, and it comes out more crimped and it looks really nice. So what I tend to do, because I find it easier, is I just take this front section right next to my part line, like this. If you want, you can take a section from above your ear, or in the middle, like here. I find it easier here. I'm just going to brush it smooth. And then you want to divide it into 3 equal strands. If you're going to make one smaller, do the one that you're going to put over the middle first. So this one's slightly smaller, so I'm going to put that one over first, and then hair will be added to that first. So then I put my left strand over the middle one, and the right one over the middle, then the left one over the middle again. And then this time, once you've done that 3 times, you should be back to your smallest or first strand. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to pick up a little bit of hair and add that to that strand and cross it over the middle. if you want, you can cross the strand over to the middle first, but then when you add in the hair, you'll have to add in the hair straight to the middle. And then I kind of like fiddle with it in the middle to make it smoother, because also you want it to be quite neat, because otherwise your waves will be messy. So dropping the strand and scooping it back up again as you add more. I actually quite enjoyed doing this. I don't know why, I kind of just guess I like doing my hair in general. So I'm going to be like directing the braid to the opposite side of my head, like just below my ear, but it doesn't really matter. This is just how I do it, and this is how I find it easiest. To be honest, it doesn't really matter which direction you braid in. I really don't know why I'm doing this, because I'm going to tie up my hair tomorrow. I guess I had a few people ask, like, if they had any heatless tutorials I could show you. I did do one on Monday, I think it was, but I didn't upload it because my results came out really badly because I didn't wet my hair enough. So that's another reason why you should wet your hair a bit more. So if you can see that my hair's starting to dry out a little bit. It's starting to get puffy like it is naturally. So I'm just going to add a bit more spray. Being careful not to squirt yourself in the eye. It doesn't normally take this long, but I'm just taking longer because I'm showing you what I'm doing and talking it through more details, and also I normally brush my hair through more thoroughly. Like I'll spend about 5 minutes trying to get it completely perfectly knotless, and I will use like this brush as well because it's like the bristles are closer together. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now and I'm going to turn around and show you how I do the back, because obviously I can't see that. Well, I can kind of just see in the mirror, it's like there. I can just see what I'm doing, but yeah, I don't really need to see at the back. So yeah, I'm going to turn around and stop talking now. I will turn around every now and then if my hair dries up a bit. So yeah, I'm just going to spray that a little bit now. So yeah, I'm going to shut up and turn around now. If you get bored, you can always skip ahead a few minutes. This will probably just take another minute or so. Okay, so when I reach this point, I kind of just braid it like regularly, just 3 strands for a few like braids. And then I stop when it's in my hand, like to the side that the braid is on. So like, I'll stop here and like just wrap my hand around it like that. And then I will put it over my shoulder and continue braiding that bit normally does get a bit messy. But with practice you can get it a bit neater. Also try not to miss out any hairs, because otherwise you'll either have, like, if you have curly hair, you'll have like crazy curly bits poking out, and if you have straight hair, obviously you'll just have like little straight bits and it'll look a bit peculiar. Obviously if you like having slightly, like having straight bits in it, that's fine. You want to like try and braid down as far to the end as possible. If you want straight ends, you can band it, like tie it up here. I sometimes do that as a hairstyle, and then that gives me just a lot more volume on the top. And then you want to, like, it's getting really short now, I don't think I can do much more. Okay, so I'm just gonna, like, look how ridiculously short those parts are. So then you're going to hold it and you're going to tie it off. This is probably about the lowest down I have ever plaited. And also you do want to try and get the braids quite even, so if you know that you have more layers on one side than another, plait the side with the shorter layers, well obviously as long as you can go, and then the ones with the longer layers obviously a bit shorter, so that's a bit messy. So I know that I've got more layers on this, so I'm just gonna slide it very carefully off and then retie it. And by the way, each time you retie it, your ends are going to get longer, so yeah, try not to retie it too many times. I've also got quite bad hair fall. My hair is just coming out like crazy. So if you have any tips for that, please just leave that in the comments, because it is quite annoying for me and my sister. Because like in the morning, I know it's kind of gross, but like there'll be hair in the sink and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's what it looks like. I'll just hammer for you. That's what it looks like. Just like that. It's just a regular French braid. I'm going to do the same on the other side, and I'm going to skip this out to save time, because I'm sure that if you know how to do it on one side, you'll be able to do it on the other. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I finished plaiting my hair, and I managed to get them pretty even. This is what it looks like. You can't really see the braids that well in my hair. Yeah, but this is going to create gorgeous waves in your hair. It's also going to give you quite a lot of volume. Also, if you want your hair to be fixed, like flatter to your head, then I would suggest doing a Dutch braid, because then you're going to, like, the hair that you add in is going to go flat against your head and then come up out into the braid. Whereas with a French braid, your hair is going to go up over the braid and then come out under it. Yeah, if you know the difference between a Dutch braid and a French braid, then you'll know what I'm talking about. So yeah, if you don't know how to Dutch and French braid, I have done a tutorial on my channel. So yeah, if you don't know how to do these braids, you can check that out. So yeah, once I've finished doing my braids, you can spray it with a bit of hairspray, but I find that this is kind of pointless, because by the time you wake up, it's not there anymore. So yeah, so what I do instead is I take more of my water shine spray stuff, and I just dampen my hair down a little more, not too much, because obviously it's not going to soak through right into the braid, and you want to make sure that you get it kind of like everywhere, not like just parts of your braid, but all over it. So yeah, just like that, and then it's kind of going to feel really damp for a few minutes, but by the time you're actually like ready for bed and stuff, then yeah, it will be like maybe just a tiny bit damp, but that's good because your hair's just drying out, and it's the drying out effect that gives you those gorgeous waves. So yeah, I've already said that the smaller the braids you do, the deeper your wave's going to be. Also, if you've got quite fine hair, I would recommend just doing one simple braid and sleeping in that, because like this is the size I like my waves. Like, not too big, not too small. They're quite deep waves as well. And obviously, the smaller the wave, the smaller the braids you do, the deeper your waves are going to be. Like if you do really, really tiny braids, which is what I did when I did 8 of them, then it almost comes out like a zigzag. Yeah, I can show you that if I want. My hair goes like crazy. So yeah. And also if you want, I can do an actual proper crimping video, because yeah, that'll be something quite entertaining, because my hair, I've got really quite thick hair, as you can probably tell by the thickness of my braids and then like how thick they are if I put them together. But yeah, so that'll be quite entertaining because I've got a lot of hair and it's quite thick, so when I crimp it, especially if Mum crimps it at the roots, then that's gonna give it so much volume. Literally, it's like out here, I'm not joking. Not like frizzy, but yeah. Well, anyway, if you want me to do that video, I can. So yeah, I'm gonna go sleep in this. I sleep for about, well, by the time I take this out, I'm gonna have slept for about 10 hours. I'm not going to bed straight away. Oh, I need to get ready and stuff like that. Like, I need to take my makeup off. I'm not wearing that much. I literally just do a bit of eye makeup because, yeah, you can probably tell I look pretty tired. So yeah, I'm gonna go sleep now. See you in the morning. Okay, so I've just woken up, and well, you can tell that because I'm not wearing any makeup. So yeah, I've left these braids in for about 11 hours now. You don't need to leave it in that long, that's just how long I was in bed for. And yeah, so you can get the same results if you just leave it in for maybe like 4 hours. It's basically just as long as it takes for your hair to dry. So, but obviously the longer you leave it in, the deeper the waves will be. So I'm just going to take the band off the end and just start to undo the braids. You want to be careful about how many times you run your fingers through your hair because it can go frizzy. Okay, so that's one side. Yep, that's what your curls should look like. They're like almost curls, but like not deep enough to be curls. And yeah, so they're like just really, really deep waves. I really like this. I think it's like your perfect beach waves, maybe a bit too exaggerated, but yeah, I like this. So yeah. So now I'm going to show you how to do your part line without doing it too frizzy. You're going to want to do, like, take a clip or something pointy like a pencil or a rat tail comb, and you're just going to want to draw your part line in very carefully. And then when you separate the hair, do it in one motion and try not to comb the hair at the end. Just like bring it over your shoulder. Because you don't want to comb it through because otherwise your hair will get frizzy. And this is not a good, like, hairstyle to have frizzy hair with. I know it's kind of messy anyway, but if you just make it frizzy, it doesn't look as good. So yeah, this is what it looks like when I'm done. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe to be notified about new videos, and comment what you want to see next. Bye!